Welcome back to Logan Toxic, the man who rocks it. I'm back to show you cats some of my latest pickups, some movies got sent to me, and yeah, um, this whole pandemic hit, and like I just felt like smaller, like mom and pop shops were suffering, so I decided to like back one of these smaller film distributors that I respect, and I decided to back Vinegar Syndrome. I signed up for their half. I forgot what they called it, but it's basically like their half year subscriber package. So I get all their movies from now until December. So I got my first box in, and I got a bunch of extra stuff during their last flash sale they had a couple weeks ago. I just got the package in, so I'm excited to go through that. But first, let's look at some of the movies that I got sent here. Sonic the Hedgehog. I heard mixed things, but honestly, I heard Jim Carrey was actually pretty solid in it. This movie wasn't that bad as originally marketed. So it looks like a fun kids film. I mean, there's only so many things you could do with a movie like this, and I bet they achieved what they're going to achieve. But yeah, very curious. I bought this at Target, and just because it looks so awesome. It's a Warner Brothers animation release. I don't know if it's like DC. It might be DC, but I think it's like the same people that do all those DC animated movies. I could be wrong. It's rated R. I don't know. It just looks super interesting. I'm into this. I can deal. I can deal with this Mortal Kombat Scorpion stuff. I mean, yeah, the slipcover is embossed. Looks super legit, and yeah, whenever I get time. Then I got a bunch of these Paramount Present releases. I think I got all of them so far. There's four of them. Let's go in order here. So the first one is Fatal Attraction. What's cool about these is it has this like cool like little mini poster flip cardboard thing here, and it also comes with a special feature. This one has filmmaker focus with the director, but I noticed a bunch of them have ones with Larry Moulton, and I really like Larry Moulton. I actually met him at the Humphrey Bogart Film Festival like 5 years ago. Super nice guy. A little shorter than I thought, but I'm like 6'4", so everybody's short to me. But yeah, so they're doing these re-releases for Paramount Presents, and they're numbered like that, which is super cool. Collectors love that kind of stuff, right? Collectors love numbered stuff, especially like limited slipcovers like this. They have clear cases, which is also a little bit a nod for collectors. I think the person who's doing Paramount Presents used to work for like Shell Factory or something. He used to work at one of these. I don't know, one of these like Shell Factory I don't know where he used to work, but he used to work at one of these smaller film distributors, and now he works for Paramount, and this is like his major thing is these re-releases. So that's super cool. Number two, this is actually my favorite Elvis movie. I only seen maybe 3 or 4 Elvis movies, but this one is like his most legit one. This and Jailhouse Rock are his two major ones, but this one's better because it's grittier, and it's filmed on location in New Orleans in like the 50s or 60s during the where is it filmed? What's that popular area in New Orleans where Mardi Gras is? Well, yeah, it's called something. It's on the tip of my tongue. I cannot say it, but it was filmed there. Very gritty, very cool. This is a very cool movie. You saw Elvis in his prime, and yeah, I actually really dig this movie. See the little flip thing. There we go. Pretty sweet. Let's see what and all these come with the new filmmaker focus. That's like their new special feature for these releases. See, this one has the Leonard Maltin filmmaker focus. So yeah, and this is also directed by Michael Cortez. See, I mean, he's a big dog right here. He directed Casablanca, so I mean, hands down, this is already legit. This number 3 is To Catch a Thief. I have multiple copies of this movie. I don't know why. Let's see here. Let's open this bad boy up. Oh, that's really cool. That's a really cool Hitchcockian poster right there for sure. Has some of I don't know, Notorious, North by Northwest, some of like Rear Window vibes going on for sure. To Catch Thieves is pretty cool. Cary Grant was super tan in this movie. He looked like he's orange. This movie was shot in the French Riviera, which is really beautiful. But man, Cary Grant was so tan in this movie, it was almost distracting. Grace Kelly, of course, is beautiful, but man, Cary Grant was so burnt brown, orange, tan. Whoever's seen this movie can totally agree with me on that point. Then we got Flashdance. I actually have never seen Flashdance. I'm sure it's really good because people keep talking about it. It has that iconic scene This, oh yeah, the filmmaker focus on this guy was Larry Moulton. See, that's the new featurette for this release, and the filmmaker focus for this guy, I believe, is the director Adrian Lane. So yeah, that's the filmmaker focus for Flashdance. Let's see what the little poster thing is. Okay, that's basically the cover. So yeah, there we go. Now let's go on to the main feature. That was the coming attractions. Now let's go on to the main feature, my Vinegar Syndrome box. So they have these. Sometimes so Vinegar Syndrome releases like special slipcovers for movies that they didn't release originally. So these slipcovers are made after the fact, and you can buy them. I forget how much it was. It's like $6. I don't really remember. That's definitely the Maltese Falcon, though. That is definitely the Maltese Falcon. So, man, this movie looks weird. Look at this. I don't even have this movie. I just got the slipcover because it was awesome, and I think one day I'll stumble upon this movie. So that's the main reason I got it. But look at this one. See, this is the iconic symbol for Vinegar Syndrome, but it has a green leg. Somebody please tell me what that means. I'm sure all these legs mean something. I'm assuming this means it's a re-release. Or it's a re-release cover. I don't know. Somebody please tell me. I heard a lot of good things about this movie, Beyond the Door 3. This movie actually went out of print during their last sale, which is super cool. I'm glad I picked it up. So that one's red. So maybe it's just the color of the... Maybe it's just the cover, like, of the release. That's why the color of the leg. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. I don't know. But yeah, this movie is actually supposed to be pretty good. Honestly, people really like it. So I'm like, yeah, why not? Then I had to get this guy because I saw it on the Relevant Media Best of the Worst episode, Uninvited. It's about a killer cat who has like a mutant killer thing inside of it. It's really bonkers, I guess. So I'm excited to see that. And yeah, this movie is supposed to be legit awesome. Sudden Fury. It's supposed to be like a real movie, and it's supposed to be really, really good. So, I mean, it could be exploitative, but if it is, it's more of like a Hitchcock movie than it is a... trashy 70s apocalyptic Mad Max ripoff movie, So, yeah, 2K restoration on a 16mm camera negative. So, interesting to see how that'll turn out. I guess, Texas Chainsaw, that was shot on 16mm. So, and that 4K restoration looked pretty solid. So, this one will probably look pretty good too. I have the first one. I still haven't seen these. These movies just look really fun. Penitentiary 2. Yeah, that's Ernie, what's his name? Ernie Hudson. Yeah, that's Ernie Hudson, Ghostbuster guy. I guess this is Mr. T's first movie too. So, I mean, did he do the A-Team before he did movies? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know how Mr. T became famous. I know he got famous off of Rocky, obviously, but I think he was somewhat popular before Rocky as well. So, I don't know. This looks pretty cool. I heard the first one was way better, but, it is what it is. The cover is sweet slip cover. Night Train to Terror. This is one of those re-releases that they did with the slip cover. Never seen it. It looks cool. I know. I really love train movies. So yeah. See, that one's red too. So maybe it means nothing. All right. What else we got? Oh yeah, this is like their awesome release this is a brand new release by Vinegar Syndrome. This one's going to sell out eventually, probably within a year or two. Because I mean, this slip cover is awesome. It is awesome. I know nothing, and I repeat nothing about this movie, but it looks like there's some truckers or some hillbillies harassing these women. That's what I gathered. It looks like there's baseball or softball involved, and women are holding bats and rifles. I don't know. It looks awesome, right? Like, I'm sure this movie is not as good as the cover. Don't you love that when the cover's awesome, but the movie is like terrible? There's a case that might happen with this movie. So, this one's really cool. I'm not too familiar with Vinegar Syndrome, but they have these like cool. Oh, look. There's no color leg there, but this is their VSA release. Oh, this is number 7 too. I just really started collecting Vinegar Syndrome. I'm really behind on them. But look, see, their VSA release means Vinegar Syndrome Archive, I believe, and it's like their collector's edition special releases. This looks like just like an average 90s action movie, honestly. It looked awesome though. I don't know. And see, like, it's hard to do. I'm holding the camera with one hand, so it's hard to do this stuff one-handed, but See, it kind of slips out like from the bottom. See, instead of on the side. So it's like a hard cover. It's kind of like I talked to Aaron Pin, and it's kind of like a VHS box. That's what he said. See, because the VHS had like a little half circle thing here, so you can grab the tape when you slide it out. So that's like their nod to VHS glory back in the day, which makes sense because a lot of their movies were like just released on VHS. So, and I know nothing about that movie. Here's another one that people said was pretty solid. Savage Dawn. This is also a Vinegar Syndrome archive release. See, by that. That's the only way I can tell. Oh, so they must... So the Vinegar Syndrome archive, they must not have like a color lag thing. Okay, that's cool. See, so there is something to this. There is something with the color legs. Somebody tell me what the yellow means, what red means, what no color means. In the comments below, that'd be sweet. Yeah, I know nothing about this movie. I just bought a bunch of movies that I know nothing about. That's the best way, right? To discover something that you might actually like. This is another one. So this one's all yellow. This is their first one, it looks like. Savage Harbor. So, is this the one? Yeah, this is the one of Sylvester Stallone's brother, Frank Stallone, and it's supposed to be really good. I don't know about really good. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but it's supposed to be something. It's supposed to be watchable, so that's always a good thing. Oh yeah, and this is their brand new release. This is a really popular movie, Rad. It was popular in the 80s, I guess. I honestly never heard of it. Ooh, that's cool. Purple. Yeah, and this is one of their regular releases, I guess. Okay. Let's see here. See if I can take. Oh, cool. It has a black case. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and their slipcovers. Their slipcovers are thick. Like they're not like you guys know like Scream Factory slipcovers. These are like thicker than Scream Factory slipcovers. So you can tell their quality. You know, you can tell that they last. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a 4K movie. That's what it is. They only release this in 4K and Blu-ray combo pack because that's like the rights that they got. So they only can. This way, I want to. No, actually, Tammy and the T-Rex was Vinegar Syndrome's first 4K release. This is their second one then. I watched a little bit of Tammy and the T-Rex on Amazon Prime, and I honestly was not impressed whatsoever with it. But honestly, I only watched like the first 5 minutes, so I didn't really give it a fair shot. But this one looks like I can get down with. You know, like I really wanted them to. You know what would be awesome? If somebody released, was it Flyboys? I don't know. It was a Corey Haim with rollerblades. Now that shit was awesome. That movie was awesome. So if this movie was as half as good as that movie, I'm all in. I am all in. It looks like a fun time. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed all my monster stack here of pretty sweet movies. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. I'll try to make another video here within 4 weeks, I guess. I'm on a monthly schedule. If I can keep up a monthly schedule, that'd be great. But anyways, hope you guys stay safe out there and catch you cats later. Peace out, bam.